get ready with me while we talk about one of my favorite books ever. So last night I finally finished We Were Liars, and I really enjoyed it. Like, I really loved that book. But the only reason I had heard of the book in the first place was because it had gotten so much hate, but I did not know just how much hate this book had. So after I finally finished it, I looked on Reddit, because I think Reddit is kind of like, people are not gonna lie there. Like, they're gonna tell you the brutally honest truth. And I can definitely stand by the brutal part. I honestly could just not believe how much hate people had for this book. By the way, if you have not read We Were Liars, please click out of this because I think I'm gonna spoil something. So basically, I'm just gonna be telling you guys why I loved We Were Liars and why I think the hate is dumb. First of all, a lot of people were saying that the plot line was just so predictable. I think I just completely disagree with that one. Also, obviously everyone's gonna have different opinions, but this is mine. It honestly does make me feel a little bit stupid that everyone is saying it was so predictable and I just had no clue the entire time. But also, I just don't think the book as it was written was that obvious. Like, I don't think people actually guessed it like halfway through. I just don't think there was enough evidence to support that. I think people also forget just how hard it actually is to make a plot twist in a book that isn't predictable at all. Because a lot of the time I hear like, oh my gosh, that was too predictable, or like, oh my gosh, like I could have never predicted that at all, like it doesn't line up with the storyline. And I'm hearing like both sides of that for We Were Liars. Spoiler alert, I also don't really understand what people mean by like, oh, it wasn't in Katie's character to like set the fire. Like, at first I could probably understand what people meant by that when she tells the story about the witch being jealous and then like killing her friends. Like, I didn't think that was in her character at all, even though yes, she was kind of like jealous of them. But after that, she displays immense remorse and that she did not mean to kill them at all. And like, yes, I get that it was like a really stupid mistake, like how could someone make that, but they were also all drunk. And throughout the book, I think it is displayed really well that Cadence has never really been mentally like well and like all the way there. Like, just in the way she narrates a story, like just randomly falling in love with Gat, like I just think stuff like that, like it shows that everyone at the Sinclair family kind of has their screws loose, you know? And especially her mom's repeated phrase, the be normal because you have to be normal because you can be. I think it shows a little bit that Katie has been through a lot and she's clearly like not normal. Sorry, I guess that was a really long way of saying I just don't think that the fire thing was that shocking that she said it. Another thing I wanted to say is I love the poetic writing style, but I understand why some people wouldn't like it because they just like different writing styles. Everyone does. But yeah, anyways, that's it. I just don't understand the hate on it. Let me know what you guys think. Bye, love you.